Who?
Malice. Yeah, it's like he switched his earbuds, but it didn't fix the issue.
No, I didn't change nothing.
Barely.
Am I quiet again?
Oh, you? No, I thought you said Mal. No, I can hear you fine.
Oh, okay. Crazy. Is Crazy talking? I cannot hear Crazy
Yeah,
if he's
Crazy is
talking.
talking. He can't.
I can't hear him.
Neither
How
can
about
I.
now? How about
Great.
now?
Crazy?
Crazy, say something.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can hear
you
you.
are. Okay, you're back.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Righto.
I wish we knew why your Discord was like that. You're the only person I know that's ever had that.
All right, what
Yeah,
about
no.
Too Fat?
Too far. Mars.
Yeah, Mars. We're gonna need to start. I need to rename you to Mars. How do I do that?
Can you nickname somebody on
You
Discord?
right click. Yes, you can forcibly nickname them if you are the server owner with admin privileges.
He's here.
It's
How do I
pretty
do that,
hilarious,
Crazy?
actually. You right click them
Yeah.
and then
Change nickname. Found it.
yeah, it's change nickname.
Thank you. That's so much better.
No worries.
Because I can't be calling you Too Fat.
Crazy.
I was
Yes.
faster.
What?
What up, crew?
How can you hear Malice?
I can barely hear Malice. I can kind of hear
'Cause I
Malice.
feel like we're right back to square one with the original problem.
What, really? I'm quiet again?
Yeah. Like when we said, "Hey, switch your ears
Oh.
back the other way because it was better." It never
Let me-
fixed it.
Let me try something. Did that make a change?
No, not at all.
What? But I didn't change anything.
I don't know. I don't know what happened, man, but it's not.
Thank you.
Steven.
Okay, hold on.
I went industrial size today.
Oh. I don't know what's going on with it. Though, to be fair, it could just be a side effect of using earbuds instead of.
But when they first
Wow,
turned those
wow.
on,
Oh, hold on. I know what the problem is. Hold on.
I wasn't that quiet when I used mine.
How's that? Is that better?
Way
Yeah,
better.
I adjusted the input volume, trying to adjust the output volume, trying to make you guys quieter in my ears.
right?
That was my fault.
Can you say it out loud?
Understandable. I've done that before.
Okay. Now, so everybody had. Why is OBS missing?
Let me try to help my wife get her feet up.
Okay, go for it. In the meantime, Crates, do you want to roll HP? Oh, too fat. You need to grab the link from the from my Discord from the our role playing system channel. Under pinned messages, go to the Roll20 link and make an account. I totally forgot to have you do that ahead of time.
With Roll20. If you already
Yeah.
have an account, you don't need to make another one.
Yeah, just log in.
Oh yeah, I gave up on Opera, so now I have to do the same thing.
You gave up on Opera? Oh no.
Yeah, because the fucking search bar would start auto completing. Like when I look up Zomboid stuff, it'll look up the same thing I looked up before. It doesn't just suggest it, it fucking puts it right in. And then I have to delete half of what I've got in my search bar because it just auto fills it.
Yeah. Okay, I will let y'all know I am live on Twitch.
Right, good to know. Thank you.
Yep. Not that anyone's watching, but it is live. Because it's not my default channel. It's a new channel.
Yes.
So there's pretty much no chance anyone's watching, but it's there.
I'm
Eating the weird strawberry gummies you gave me.
The ones that taste like wine.
Yep.
Dude, over Christmas when we were visiting my wife's parents, my father-in-law gave us some chocolate and I bit into it and it like exploded like alcoholic liquid.
Oh.
And I'm not really sure what kind of alcohol it was. I think it was like maybe like a rye whiskey or something. Yeah, it was it was really strong, and it was so surprising because I didn't expect it. Like I expected maybe a jelly filling or something, but like I bit in and just got smashed in the face with like very potent alcoholic vapor.
Ooh.
Yep.
It was good though. It was good. I didn't choke or anything, so
What
that was nice.
what she has, it doesn't act. It isn't like that. It just happens to be such a strange combination that it does taste like wine.
It just tastes like wine. It's not
Yeah.
actually.
It's what it is it's strawberry candied pineapple.
Oh, strawberry candy pineapple.
Hmm. Yep. So it's basically chunks of pineapple that have been candied, which means they've had sugar and heat applied, but also strawberry flavoring, which makes it taste like a little bit of a wet red wine. It's really weird.
Okay.
I didn't know that when I bought them. It what?
I'm so confused because Roll20 has logged me out and I apparently can't reset the password, so I'm so confused now.
I don't know. Yeah, too fat. Mars is on and McGrew is on. Kim isn't on, and
My wife is on too.
I don't see her. I'll refresh.
You're logged into Roll20. Did you launch the game? Oh, well then no, you're not.
Okay.
Log in and launch.
So I need this is basically just a session 0, by the way. So we're not going to do a super large amount of RP, just enough to get everybody set up. Okay, we got Miss McGrew. Woo. If you want to roll your HP and your if you want to roll your HP and your blah, blah, blah. The other one, money. That's it. So money is the same roll for everybody, but HP is unique to each person.
Thank you. Please
Let's
work now.
let's get HP first. So let's get Indiana. I'm no. Let's get Miss McGrew's HP. Miss McGrew, you're gonna roll 8d6.
There we
So
go.
roll 8d6.
Also, Mouse, is the files updated in the drive, like the other files?
Yes, because I need y'all to so 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. 39 HP. That's pretty good.
So
Yeah.
I'm asking if the classes and the race.
They should be updated, yes, because I need you all to pick your whispers as well. That's going to be part of the process, but we're not there yet. But they should be, yes.
All right. Then I think I should have 1 vitality.
Did I not
Instead of
give you
0.
vitality? Did I not give you your vitality?
It gave me 0 vitality.
You should have
Just
more.
put up
You should definitely have more than one. What's your class?
sentry, which
Your
gives 0.
sentry, right? Oh, but a turtle should have like 3 or 4, right?
Turtle gives 1.
Really? Turtles are really weak to poison. Jesus. Okay, yeah, you should have 1.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Cool.
I saved Miss McGrew's
Checking.
I saved Miss McGrew's health. Do you want to roll me 1d6? Uh, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 30. Wait, nope, gonna have to start that over. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35 for McGrew. Okay, let me get that saved. Did I count that right, McGrew? 35?
I think so. What is it? What's the less?
Less 3. It's always less 3 for health.
Okay, so everything becomes 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
So 4, 4, 4,
47.
4. That's 12,
43.
16.
Okay.
22.
Now, Miss McGrew got a 4, so roll 5d6, Miss McGrew.
Steven, since I already rolled, can I go get work clothes on?
Yeah. You'll have to come back soon when we start picking spells, but yeah, you're good.
I'll be
I'll
like,
be like 5 minutes.
All right, cool. 21. Okay, you get. I gotta look at the 21 gold coins. That's not bad for a starting player. And then can you also just roll 3d6 for your copper? Because a lot of the starting equipment is actually only cost copper, so it's good to have a good stockpile of it.
oh, Cisco was also winning.
Yeah.
Here,
3 more d6, Miss McGrew.
Hi, Sushi.
3 more d6.
12. So 34 copper. Math. Wait, was there any? No, there wasn't. Okay, 34 copper it is.
Also, Malice, should I have 3 out of 3 per points or 1 out of 3 per points?
0 out of 3. You haven't spent any.
All right. Well,
What?
it's written 1, so I'll just change that to 0.
Oh, that's probably what I did is I probably put your vitality where your perk points were.
Yeah, that makes sense when you say it.
All right, Miss McGrew, you just have to look at the you just have to look at your oh actually I don't think you do because I think I gave you the same ones you had last time. But you can look if you want to change them at your murmurs.
Fuck's sake, that I guess that's not the worst. That's 5. Right, yeah, no, it's less 3, so that's not too bad actually.
What did you get?
That,
Well, what do you get
for,
rolling?
Guys.
for gold coins, yes?
Yeah. What's up?
My health should be 31.
Okay.
31. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, you're putting it on your own sheet, man. I mean, I'm trying to keep track on my sheet just so I have them, but
I'm letting you know for that reason.
okay. I'm probably just gonna end up downloading your sheets anyways, just because it's easier.
Fair enough.
It should be 35. What are you talking about?
How is it 35?
You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fours, plus 5, plus 6. 6 times 4.
Oh, I forgot a 4. My bad. Yep, you're right. It is 35.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Thank you for not letting me screw myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Because I looked at it and yeah, 35. That's
You
cool.
did
Yeah, I
do
forgot to add a 4.
you did
Yeah.
do your 2 rolls for your gold coins, right?
I have only done 1 roll for mine. That's
'Cause
what I
it's-
said.
It's 1d6 plus 1, and then whatever you get, you then roll that many dice.
Yes, yeah, but it's less free, according to so that's pretty free.
Okay,
You-
let's get
you-
to flat.
We should just
Let's
do
get
one person at a time.
let's get Gelrix. Gelric, can you roll? Your HP is going to be 7d6.
Jelric?
Mars.
That's
No,
Mars.
that's
That was 5d6.
Isn't that crazy?
that
Oh.
was me. I rolled
Okay.
my gold. I'm just rolling my gold somewhere.
Mars, are you there?
Yeah,
Do you know how to roll?
yeah.
Okay, roll 7d6.
Good. I was confused because I heard 5.
Those were
What? Why are you
d20s.
rolling d20s?
7d6.
If you do slash rolls, say 7d6. That's why they're written that way because it works. There you go. 31, 32, 33, 34. Not bad, not bad. That's
What's
actually
that roll for?
what?
What's that roll for?
That was his HP.
Why did I roll 8d6?
Because your class and stuff are different.
My bad.
Yeah, I get to roll 10 for my HP.
Yeah, he gets to roll 10 because he's a turtle
Hey.
and a
Yeah,
century.
I mean, that's appropriate. Yeah, of course.
But
We can
for
roll
a
less
demonkin
than
and a marked, they're not actually necessarily a combat class there. kind of almost a utility class, but not really. It's hard. Marked is a weird class.
Somewhere in between.
Marked is very unique to 66. It's not really anything comparable as far as I know of. All right. So then roll 1d6. We're gonna do your gold now. So 2, and I believe that's a less 3, so it turns into a 4 automatically. So roll 5 more d6. You can't really get low on gold because it's less 3 and plus 1. So 20. That's still pretty. That's not great. I mean, that's okay. 20 gold. Jolly good. And then roll 3 more d6.
Enough to survive.
Yeah, it is. So 25 copper. Okay. So you got 20 gold coins and 25 copper coins and 34 HP. And then you just have to look at the marked character class guide, which is in the files, and pick however many murmurs you get to start with, and let me know, and I will write them down in a new on a notepad for now, and then next by next session I'll have your spell book written out.
Item guide or
Hmm?
what guide?
So if you look at, let me bring up the thing so I'm actually looking at what you are looking at. If you look at where are you? There it is. If you look at the file players for files under classes, then you are a marked. So find marked.
Are we looking under calendar, item guide, magic, combat,
So,
other
No,
guide?
When you first click the link, you'll be in the main directory, right? And there'll be like four folders, and then there's like 8 files underneath those folders. You're gonna click on races and classes guide.
I suppose I'm under another link.
No, class guide.
Oh,
Classes
so then
guide.
is that in classes?
Yeah, player file
Or
classes.
in the folder at the top. Do you see the 4 folders?
They are still
Client
visible, right?
folders.
What'd you say, Mars?
Yeah,
I'm
they're
under
still
the classes folder.
okay. Good.
Okay.
And then find class
Class marked.
marked. And then it looks like you get to pick 3 murmurs. So thunder through arrow are basically attacks with extra elemental damage. Force is a non-elemental push attack. First aid heals. You have grace? Yes, you do. That's movement. A movement buff. Crafting is crafting. You don't have shield. Oh, yes, you do. Heat, create, crafting through rain are utilities. They're like create heat, create light, create water. And then shield gives temporary HP to you or another player within range, and step gives you a temporary agility boost. And you can pick 3 of those. They're basically starting quote unquote spells, but they automatically slowly recharge just as you take any amount of rest. And you get 3 of them. So just let me know which ones you want. And if you need help picking, let me know what you're looking for. Picking. And if you need extra details on them, each one's what they do is spelled out in the magic guide.
Did you find the folder, Mars?
No, I'm trying to tell you to look in PMs to see.
Yeah, I'm
Come on.
look. That's why I'm asking you. So you have it highlighted. Classes. It's a small folder. There's like these 4 little rectangles at the top. One says classes, one says magic schools, one says player
That's
sheets.
what I get when I click on it.
Okay, so double click classes. might
You
just
wanna
be sharing
you wanna
screen.
look at your class as well and pick your starting whispers.
I just pulled it up.
Mars, do you have the ability to share in this channel?
Yeah, I worked it out.
Oh, awesome.
Crazy, you want to do the same thing?
Choose my murmurs. Yes,
Yeah.
I will. Let me go do that real fast.
I'm missing.
I'm currently just redoing my character sheet the way I want it to look. That is in classes.
Wait, where is there more information on what they actually do?
Player files magic guide. Magic in combat. Oh, but their ranges need updated. Just keep that in mind. I forgot to update the ranges in the guide. I updated them elsewhere.
I think I want Heat. Is that the one I think it is? Where is Heat? Heat, please.
Heat warms things up.
Yes. I'm just looking where it is. Am I just blind?
Sentry should have access to it.
There it is. Yeah, I was just looking for it in the Magic in Combat guide. And then I think I want First Aid.
Heat and
No,
first aid.
I do have First Aid, yeah. Heat and First Aid.
Right. We decided that even though it's a tiny bit OP for you to have first aid, because first aid and the touch heal is both in action, you can't spend them on the same turn anyways, and you can only do
Yeah.
first aid 10 times. So it's not like it's gonna be powerful at the start, but it's gonna taper off as healers get better.
Yeah. Also, I just want to be able to heal myself.
Yeah, which then you can automatically feed into other people, which is a tiny bit OP, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Because it's not like you're mass healing and stuff like that, which will exist eventually. Anybody else got any choices?
I
One Whispers of Arrows and Whispers of Shield.
Okay, that's a good two good ones to have. What's the range on arrows?
Uh, 30 feet, single action, single target.
Yeah, that's about right. It's the same as thorns. Okay, anybody else? And is everybody rolled their HP now? She has. Mars has. Yep, okay. And has everybody rolled their money now?
I have not rolled my copper.
Okay, roll your copper. It's basically 3d6 less 2, and you get to add 20. So you automatically start off at 20.
3d6 plus 20.
No, less 2, not plus 2. Plus
I
20.
said plus 20. I said plus 20.
Okay.
Less 2. Let's see. That is a total of 34 copper.
Not bad.
Yeah.
How many murmurs does a Phoenix cleric get?
It
At
should
level one?
say at the top, but I'll check real quick. Phoenix cleric starts with Undying Flame and Ash, so they only get to pick one extra murmur.
Okay, so pick one from that list.
You can basically pick a little bit of an attack, a utility, a self heal, or step and shield. Last time I think she went with shield because it let her give you and her shields and other characters too, but
Probably just do that again.
and its shield is super useful. I mean,
Yeah,
it just
honestly, I think it's almost as powerful as you were trying to make first aid sound like.
So
well, first aid is only
also
powerful for sentry
sentries.
because they have
I'm just equating the value, guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
But shield is great because shield also levels up with you. It's the only one that does. The rest you have to pick bonuses, but shield automatically gets a +3 every time you level or something like that.
I'm probably gonna take shield whenever I get to pick
It's-
next armor.
Basically, it's to compensate for the fact that characters in my game do have low HP because we're using D6s. And I don't want to like have you rolling different larger dices in order to get your HP or having to roll a ton of dices and then trying to map it all out. I'm trying to keep dice rolls under 10 dice for HP. So instead of just doing that, I gave basically any class the ability to give players a decent amount of temporary HP as the battle goes on if they're willing to sacrifice their actions for it.
Wasn't it a bonus check? No, that
No, it's a free action. You don't even have to sacrifice your action for it. You're right. It's a free action. Shield is a free action once per turn.
Yeah, the same as haste.
Yes, the same as the step one. You're right. So you don't even have to sacrifice it. It's just a good way to compensate for low HP style gameplay is you can just recharge some temp HP, just keep yourself boofed. So it's really good to have a couple of people that have it. Kim's taking it as well. Mind you, she's not likely to be next to other players, but she'll have it just in case.
She can self cast it too, right? It's
Yeah, you can cast. Yeah, you can cast on yourself too.
And
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
I'm a little squishy.
Yes, you are a little squishy.
Um,
And you also don't you have to we have to pick so on your character sheet you will find your list of skills or your list of level ups. I want you to all pick your level 1 perks. You get 3 of them and turn them to cross them off once you pick them.
the HP, defense, agility.
Those as well as below that you should see your skill trees. You have 3 each. So looking at yours,
It's in our player sheets or in the
It's in-
information?
it's in your player sheet. You have your race sheet. Looking at yours, you have your class sheet, and you have the. Oh, did I not
Scroll.
get? Did I not get the generic sheet version updated?
I only see level 1 and then it's blank underneath that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
because
same.
Same.
yeah, your race doesn't have races don't have as many points. Most races don't have a level 1. If you keep going down, you'll see your class as well. Basically,
My class only has one level 1.
yeah, I know the sheets are the lists are still scanned. This is still a thing. Like also you should have the default one, but it's not there. So let me grab it and I'll post it in Discord.
All right. I still need to roll my gold, by the way.
Yeah, you do.
Now, if I remember correctly, you could upgrade dagger proficiency into knife proficiency later, right?
No, dagger upgrades to short sword.
And short swords upgrades to sword later.
Yeah, and short sword can be upgraded to sword as long as it appears, but it has to appear on the same sheet you've already marked off dagger, for the sake of
What if I start with a dagger?
If you start with it, then it's always the top one. It's always a class. So you can once you short sword appears in your class, you can take it for free. You just have to remove dagger.
So it's from the class then and not the race. Gotcha.
Right, because races don't have abilities. Or don't have
Gotcha.
they don't have
Gotcha.
many of those.
Gotcha.
What am I looking for again? Why is the oh, there it is. Okay.
Half plate. Do I get full plate later? I do get full plate.
Okay,
Hooray.
so I'm posting in the Discord the the something. Oh, there's the default character sheet. Oh, nope, it's too long. Well, we only need level 1, so there's the level 1 choice. There's only one. It's crafting aid. It costs 1 level point. And then charge small gems is there too, but it's free. Everyone automatically has that.
So by choosing 3, do
Yep.
do
You
I
might not.
automatically have soft leather armor proficiency?
You don't have to take it. No, you can save your point.
But it's written on my character sheet. I'm asking, do I already have it?
Oh, is it in your proficiency section?
It's under class. I don't think it's.
If it's in the list and it says cost 1 point, then no, you don't have it. You have to buy it. Those what those lists are.
Oh, okay.
But you don't have to buy it if you don't want it.
Where do you buy it? You just at this point, you get 3, right?
Yeah, you get to spend 3 points and you can buy what's in chat or what's at level 1 of either of your 2 lists. So for Miss McGrew, she has available to her. And then you can see what you already know in underneath knowledge, weapons proficiency, magic proficiency, armor proficiency. So Miss McGrew could get short bow or soft leather, and she can get dagger, mace, staff, buckler, and half plate. So she has choices. Your class, McGrew, just happens to not yet have very many choices.
No, that's all right. I was just trying to figure out what the hell this list was. This is a guide in our player sheet.
Yes, and make sure if you pick one, make it have the mark out. Because something I've probably told Crazy, but I haven't told everyone else is if you take dagger at level 1, say Mrs. McGrew takes dagger at level 1, she has access to. Let me find it. She has access to. Oh, she doesn't have access to short swords. She should. She'll have access to short swords, say around level 4 or 5.
All right.
And it'll cost normally 1 because she already knows dagger. She can retrain into short swords for free. And then short swords can retrain into regular swords for free. And same with short bows to long bows. And there's a few other ones like light leather armor to hard leather armor you can train into for free. So it makes it less
Armor, do you
horrible.
mean soft armor?
Yeah, from soft to hard, you can retrain into for free. That's why I want you to mark it off on whichever particular list you took it off of. It won't matter today because you haven't leveled up. You don't have access to these things, but later it might matter.
What you've posted in chat here, does that go under the class level 1 or the race level 1?
No, that's a third list, and it's supposed to be on your list, but it's not.
Okay, so what should I call this? I'm gonna put this in my sheet.
It's called the default list, and it should be at the end. It should be the last thing you see. It has a few things later on that are useful. Crafting aid can be useful if you have a crafter, and you do because Crazy is a crafter. I just don't think he has his hammer yet because that's something else I forgot.
I don't think so. Malice,
Yes.
can I change so that I get the instead of the Whisper of Heat, can I get the Whisper of Flame?
What's the difference?
Flame is an attack one, and Heat is not.
Right. Okay, good. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Flame. Is Miss McGrew just taking shield?
Yeah.
Okay. Mars, what did you pick?
Out of the roll 20.
What?
Oh, he wrote it in roll 20. The
First aid,
murmurs.
flame. Well, flame, first aid, and grace. Perfect. Those are good ones. That means you guys are gonna have a lot of heal.
Yeah, I realized that.
It's a good thing to have. It means I can throw stronger monsters at you. It'd be fun. Mocha, sit down.
Malice,
Yes.
you can't get more than 2 proficiency in something, right?
No, you can get up to 3 now. So
up
the
to
new
3 now?
proficiency system, you have to have proficiency 1 to use it. Proficiency 2 gives you an automatic +2 in it. And proficiency 3 means you're full proficiency and you automatically get 1d6 +1 automatically.
Alright,
And
alright.
and that +1 is also a plus +1, which means if you already have +1, it becomes +2. If you already have +2, it becomes +3. I believe this is all in the combat guide update, but you're not going to deal with combat today, so you don't need to know it. But yes, you can have
So-
up to the level 3 proficiency, and they can
I
come from
still
any
have,
source.
I still
Hmm?
have a point to use and nothing to use it on.
Right, but you can save it and use it on later. And your class will definitely be getting class abilities. I just don't know what they are yet.
Okay.
They haven't been invented. What murmurs are you taking, McGrew?
Damn it! I just had those. Hang on. Let me go back to the guide. This is, So I definitely wanted the Whisper of Force.
Okay. Force.
Whisper of Thunder is just a concussive sound, right?
Yeah, but it does damage just like the rash.
I might take that. I
Thunder?
feel like it'd be kind of silly not to take first aid, but it also feels like it'd be kind of silly to take first aid because there's already so much.
Yeah, there's a lot of healing and shields being thrown around.
Also,
Bear
you're
in mind-
a long-range attacker, right?
Well, for like,
Primarily.
well, yeah, but only after like my first couple of levels. I won't be until. Well, I guess I can undercast.
Yeah, you can risk. Well, actually, it won't even be a risk. Your defense for like level 2 and 3 should be fine.
Well,
I
at
have-
level 2 or 3, I'll have the ability to safely cast at least one spell.
Oh, you could safely cast spells right now. It's just depending if you take one of the higher level spells you have access to, you'll do a little bit of damage to yourself possibly. But
Whisper of Step,
okay, so force and step.
and then if I don't take first aid, it would be wise to take shield.
Okay, don't you get to take like 4 of them?
Yeah, I still have one more.
Okay.
So no, wait. If I have Thunder, Force, Shield, and Step, that's
Yep.
4.
Perfect.
Malice, does half plate upgrade into full plate at proficiency?
Half to full. Yes, it should. Yeah.
Great. I just want to check because I don't want half plate later. I want full plate later.
Okay. So everybody has their HP. Everybody has their money.
No,
No, who doesn't have money?
I haven't done my money.
Please do your money. But we have all of the whispers. Did Mars? Did you figure out perk points as we've been talking about it?
I didn't think I had to because I already have my weapon.
No, you have to spend your perk points. So at the bottom of your character sheet, let me bring it up. You have 3 perk points to spend. You can buy the help other people craft, which is like helping them cook and blacksmith and stuff. But you have no race or abilities, so you can pick to gain a stronger bond, which gives you +3 to your weapon,
Where
and
do
you
see
can
these?
take what?
Where do you see these?
At
That's
the-
a level 12 you're looking at.
No, class level 1.
Jeez, none of us rolled very good gold.
It's fine. So, do you see class level 1?
1d6 plus 1.
Mars?
Suppose not.
What?
I I suppose not.
Can you show me the?
Scroll down past race level 1 all the way to 12, and then there's a new list called class, and then level 1 you can take stronger barn, light armor, or soft leather armor, or chain armor proficiency. And I would pick an armor because you're gonna need one.
Under the class document, under my character
No,
sheet
no,
document, or other.
in your character sheet. You don't need the class anymore. You've picked your whispers. In your character sheet, scroll all the way down. It's to. Oh, you have the default. For some reason, only McGrew doesn't have the default. Scroll down
I
to.
don't have default.
Oh, okay. Some of you do, some of you don't. I don't know how that happened.
I think Mars is the only one. You made his character sheet last.
Oh, that could be
That would
true.
make
Yes.
sense.
So if you scroll down to your class list, do you see it,
So if you roll 3d6,
Mars?
3d6, you got 12, and it was less.
Hello.
Okay, so go back.
The class level 1 stronger bond, soft leather armor, and chainmail provision.
There you go. So basically, you can take stronger bond, which you should because it gives you weapon +3, and then you can pick between light armor or medium armor. And those are the soft leather is light, chainmail is the first stage of medium. And it's up to you what you pick. Medium armor at higher levels gives you stealth reduction, but it gives you better defense and better damage reductions.
Also, if you're worried about being the only one who has no stealth, I'm gonna rock heavy armor all the time, so I'll have no stealth at all times. So you know.
Well, considering that he chose the weapon, the great sword, you probably want to take the heaviest armor you can. So I would just take chainmail.
Maybe.
And then you can spend your last. Yes.
Did you implement shield bash yet?
I believe it's somewhere. I don't remember where.
All right, cool. I'll try and look for it then.
And then what I
Are
want you to
updating?
what?
You first. You
What I
first.
want you to do is if you pick the skill, select the whole line and mark it out in your text editor with a strike through. That way I know it's picked. So which one are you going to go with? Are you going with light or medium armor?
It's getting up and moving back and forth. It's getting old.
I'm gonna go light.
You're going to go
You
light?
updating the character sheet so we can see our full HP and gold and so on once we get in there, or
I will eventually, yes.
pedestal?
I will eventually, yes. I have yours written down, so I can fix that for you for next session. Okay, and that's 2 points. So you have one more. Do you want to get the under default, which is further down? Do you want to get crafting aid?
Yes. Well, not.
Or you can just save the points for later level ups, which for your class is a very good idea because you have a lot of stuff to buy at higher levels. So you could just save that extra points.
Why did I see the extra thing that isn't under level 1?
The
Scroll
the
further down.
further down is a default list. There's 3 lists on each sheet.
You have 3. You have 3 points.
But you don't need crafting aid, and I would save the point if I was you, but that's just a suggestion. You can get it if you want it. Man, your great sword is going to be 3d6 plus 2. That's pretty good.
I roll.
All right, so are you good? Just keep in mind that you need to get yourself a set of soft leather armor.
Sure.
Okay.
I could just use a
Hey,
tight shield.
I have a question about half-blood armor.
Yep.
Does it have a stealth reduction?
Yep. It's heavy armor. It's got a big stealth reduction.
Okay, so do you want to be sneaky or do you want to be protected?
She's a priest. She can't be sneaky. All healing spells are like, woo, look over here.
She can still be sneaky
doesn't
until
have
that happens.
She doesn't have to heal.
That's true, but last time she went with a mace. That's not sneaky either. Bonk. All right. Um,
If I remember correct,
we gotta get going into story here. So, what are you up to, guys?
Well, I'm trying to manage building 2 character sheets. So I got my gold figured out. The only thing I think I have left for both of us to do is the level ups, but I don't even think we're doing that yet, are we?
Yeah, everyone. We all yes, but you don't have to do that now. Let's worry about that. I'll get on the horn with you tomorrow or the next day. We can worry about that because we got to get into story.
All right.
Okay. The only thing that you need to think about is what's her first weapon going to be, and I will quickly tell you her choices. I'm pretty sure I made Mace a choice. Her choices are short bow, dagger, mace, staff. So whatever starting weapon she picks, those are her choices: a bow, a dagger, a mace, and a staff. All right. I'll keep that up so as I can remind you later.
can I use a short sword, an old short sword, without a sword proficiency, or why do I start with an old short sword?
You start with it because that is the equipment you were assigned, and no, you cannot use it.
So I am
That's
assigned a weapon I can't use.
What a
that's right.
great
It's the military. Sometimes they're stupid like that.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ. Whatever.
But that's the thing is you like, oh, you failed. Here's some shit. Go away. That's how it works, right? Like
Yeah.
they don't ask what you are proficient in. They say, oh, you failed. Time to earn your keep. Here's some shit. Go do some shit. That's it. It's the military. That's what they did. All
Yeah.
right. Okay. So McGrew, are you at your seat? Can everyone hear me? Sound off.
Wait, Malice.
Yes.
Doesn't dagger proficiency upgrade to short sword proficiency?
Yes.
Oh, great. Awesome.
Okay. Everybody sound off. Can I be heard? McGrew, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Miss McGrew too?
Yeah. If I can hear you, she can hear you.
Perfect. Okay. You and the party have heard rumors of an angelic scroll that could lead to an amazing power, and that the holder of the scroll is seeking anyone who would help find the meaning of it. For each of your own reasons, you have decided to make your way to the hidden village in hopes of finding the scroll and helping the owner. You made it to the village late last night and are now asleep at the inn there, ready to find the scroll's owner in the morning. You awaken from a strange dream. You and 4 others are sent on a quest by the mayor of the village to find yourself by the mayor of the village you in real life had just traveled to. You head out of the village through the misty, confusing woods and make it into the outskirts of one of the larger towns of Other Mountmond. You're You skirt the town and walls and make your way up the path into the Mountmond mountain range, where you find nestled between the 3 Mountmond mountains a crypt with strange markings on it. At one point, someone points out it might be Angelic's crypt. You set up camp in a little flat by the crypt entrance, and the night passes with ease. After some chatting and a nice meal freshly hunted by one of you, your party sleeps. Sleeping within a dream, how odd, but you wake up the next day and dive into this crypt. It takes you most of the day searching, avoiding traps, fighting off crazed monsters, but you finally find it deep on what you think might be the lowest floor, the little chest where you were sent to find. You can't open it, but you were told you wouldn't be able to. Your party makes its way out and back to the camp where you decide to sleep for the evening. The you having the dream notices strange red markings on a few trees, but the you in the dream seems not to notice. So you and the party settle down for a second night between the mountains. When you wake up, you remember everything, but the party seems confused. You and you yourself act confused, but you quickly start to make your way down the mountain, just as you find yourself under attack by 3 little demons, imps they must be. A massive explosion behind you startles you for a moment, but the battle takes priority, though it's quick and the imps are dispatched with little effort. You and your party investigate the explosion and find demonic markings on the trees around the camp. Slowly, you and the dream and your party seems to lose their confusion. Camp is packed up and you make your way. The rest of the dream goes on. You battle some more strange things. Someone befriends a rock, you save a tree spirit. You make your way to the little village and find yourself waking up in. So, for Mars's benefit, we did a tutorial campaign, and that's what happened in the tutorial campaign. Everyone else actually played the game. Okay? So you find yourself waking up in this village, having just had a dream about the first campaign, the little short thing. Crazy, you do have your rock thing, so your character would recognize it. You have Meatball. It's on your character sheet. I'll make its thing this week. Don't worry. And you are awake. The little village is a little goblin village. The mayor's name is Missa. And you're waking up bright and early in the morning in the little goblin village, having just had that dream and knowing why you're there. And what would you like to do?
Steven,
Yes.
do I have my crow?
Yes, you do, but it's flying around outside and it's not ready yet.
What about the moose?
You don't have any moves.
I thought so.
No moves, no cart. You can't get a cart into the hidden woods anyways. Wouldn't fit. There's no paths in the woods. You have to make your own way.
Not too sure.
So
That's
you're
a good
awake
question. That's a good question. So how did the rock make it through the dream, but the moose
So-
didn't?
because the rock, his person already had it. So his mind incorporated it into the dream.
Okay.
Because if you wake up and go downstairs and look around, you would recognize a few of the people from the dream, but it would be different, and there would be a new person.
Right. So the person we imagined as Jabu turned out to be Yalric.
Exactly, somebody new.
Yes.
You can get another one. They're cheap.
Well, you also don't have any of the money or the equipment you had from the first one either.
Right. It was all part of a different scenario.
A setup for this
That's good.
scenario.
She set that up. Like, and you could go and tame an animal of your choice, depending on whether we had time for it or not, too. It would just take time. You'd have to put the effort.
So, the beginning of that, you heard rumors of an angelic scroll. So you decided to come to this temple or this village. You've been sleeping in the inn, and now it's morning, and you know Mesa is holding the scroll.
Hmm.
Feel like we should go question Mesa.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. If she's holding the scroll we dreamt about.
That's a very good idea because it's literally the only thing you can do in this village. So is that what you want to do?
Great thing. Yeah.
The only option that would no, absolutely not.
I mean, technically, you can do whatever you want, but there's not going to be many outcomes for this one. The village has no blacksmiths, has no stores. It's literally some goblin huts. They're nice. A larger inn because they do get regular sized people from time to time.
Can I try to kidnap another goblin?
No, you cannot. These are regular old goblins. They're you and me type people. They're intelligence. They're more intelligent than you are, raised by wild goblins. So do you want to go talk to Mesa?
Yeah.
Yes. I think that's
Yeah, considering that's the only thing that we can do and the only thing that we
Okay.
probably remember.
Who has the highest in intelligence knowledge?
Not me.
No, not
I
you.
have a D6
Oh, it's pretty good.
currently.
Anybody knowledge?
I thought mine should be pretty high too.
Yeah,
Well,
I
what
thought
is
so
it?
as well.
I'm having 2d6.
That's not bad.
Sheesh.
Anyone else? Knowledge, by the way, is down lower in your sheet. Crazy. Or not crazy, yeah.
Yes. Mars.
Mars.
And Miss Brew. Anyone else?
Miss McGrew has 2d6 plus 2. So I'm just gonna have Miss McGrew roll it. Roll 2d6 plus 2 for me. 9. That's not bad. You got a 6 in there too. Okay, so it was a 9, right? Oh, no, it wasn't. That was someone else. Sorry. A 7. 3 and a 2 plus 2. That's still not terrible. Okay, so so while you're walking around the village talking to people trying to find Mesa, you introduce yourself to some of the goblins. Everybody pretty much knows why you're there because there's no point in keeping a secret in the hidden woods or in the hidden village or the hidden woods because demons cannot physically go there. Only demonkin can. And nobody even understands why that works because technically demonkins are demons, but they can enter the woods, whereas a demon cannot. So it has to do with ill intention. One of the goblins gives Miss McGrew a basic healing potion, tells you it should help. We don't have a lot here, but there you go. So if you would add that to your inventory, a basic healing potion. Like I said, there's no shops. There's just an inn that offers meals but don't really sell anything. You find Mesa. She's not that hard to find. Everybody knows who she is. She's the chief, but in your dream you heard mayor because that's what most places would have is a mayor. But she's the chief of her tribe. Mesa has the box. It is already open, and inside of it is a scroll. There's no point in rolling an investigation on this scroll because none of you can read it. It's angelic script.
Can we try to read it?
No, it's like trying to read ancient Latin for us. Unless you very specifically speak angelic, and none of you do yet, then you cannot read it. And none of you have a background where you would speak angelic. If you had a holy cleric instead of a phoenix cleric, then she would have a chance reading it. But she's a phoenix cleric, not an angelic cleric.
That'd be a chance, not even like.
Yeah, it would be she would basically have to roll a 6 and a 6 on her knowledge check. It would have to be a max roll.
Crit?
Yeah. Like not even just 1 6 wouldn't do it. Like the odds of just being able to read this scroll is insane. And if you did manage that, then I wouldn't know what to do. So let's not try it. Okay. Because honestly, I don't.
My wife changed her mind. She wants to be a holy cleric.
No, it's too late. It's on her sheet already. I wrote it down. Okay, so the box shows none of the properties that you saw in. It doesn't have its shield or anything. The scroll is small and it's just got script on it. No imagery, just words. Mesa will tell you that if you are willing, as a group, she will not allow an individual to do this, to travel with the scripts and try to find someone who can read it. She'll also tell you that the Elven capital, which is if you want to look at the map, let me bring it up for you guys. The Elven capital, which is the capital, which is the town on the river here, just above and a little over. They might be able to. It didn't switch. Right, because players don't see what I see unless I do that. Got it. Better? They will probably have a scholar who can read it or be able to tell you where a scholar who can read it is. So if you're willing to go as a group, they will give you the scroll and send you on your way. And I'm assuming everybody's willing because you logged in today.
Yeah.
So Mesa will tell you that while you traveled here with little to no weapons and armament, if you travel with the scroll, you will be a target. So while there aren't blacksmiths or shops here, they do get visitors quite often, and she's had the scroll for over 3 months now, which tells you that the dream what the events in the dream, if they were real, happened months ago. She has been stockpiling, right? So she has a list of stuff that you can buy, and I'm going to just post it into the Discord once it comes back up because it's hiding. Okay. So she has that. The list is larger than that, though. Nope. And I will explain the list once it's fully posted. It's a big old list. Well, what was the last item on that? Crossbow, right? Okay. Okay. So the list is arranged in item, cost, and how many she has. She also has a grimoire. If you don't have one, which only matters to Miss McGrew and McGrew, and she will help you transcribe spells into the grimoire. Spell book, she'll do the whole book for you, which is impressive because most people can't do that. Scrolls, it will cost the cost of the scroll plus one. And then she has a bunch of equipment. She has armor for sale. She has a few bits and bobs.
Well,
And basically, if you take one, just say it out loud, put it in your character sheet, and reduce the amount of gold. I would suggest that everybody take a traveler's kit. She has two choices. She has a traveler's kit with regular dried meals, and she has a traveler's kit with dried meals plus scrap for Kim and Crazy, basically.
Wait, what do you say? The traveler's kit?
So she has one that has scrap food for creatures.
Great.
I want the old mini crossbow.
You want a mini crossbow? There's only one of those, but your character, it makes sense. You can take crossbow. Actually, there's two of them. You want to take a mini crossbow? So a mini crossbow is 20. Oh, and there's 30 copper to a gold, and she makes change. So if you need more copper, you just turn 30. You get 30 copper from one gold.
Yeah, that's a good question. How much does the traveler's kit cost? I don't see the price.
One gold coin.
One gold coin, it says.
Where do you see that?
Was that going to my hand?
Just put it in your inventory list for now. Just copy paste it directly into your inventory list.
Does the traveler's kit include the 3 dried meals, common cloth armor, 2 torches, 2 pockets?
Yes.
Yes, those are what's in the kit right now. And they can be upgraded because they're not at maximum anything. Except for the large pocket. You can't upgrade that.
I want to ask, does anyone else want the fine leather boots? Or can I take those?
There's only one pair of those. Some of the rarer items, like fine leather boots, she has limited supply of.
Yeah, and that's why I asked.
Yeah.
So this is basically the rest of it because we're going to start moving out next turn or next session. So talk amongst yourself, RP it out, and pick your starting gear.
So I was just thinking, I know we're talking about this right now, but I feel like this is fairly important to bring up, even if it's in the middle of this, is didn't she mention that if we take that scroll, we would have a target on our backs?
Yes, she did.
And
she also would have said
to take that scroll.
Yes, you have to. Well, no, you don't, but how are you going to get it translated without it?
What I'm saying. Okay, so here's an idea. I'm curious as to what about that scroll is going to put a target on us? Is it some kind of magical energy that radiates?
So no, it's simply the fact that you heard the rumors of an angelic scroll, which means the demons have heard the rumors of an angelic scroll. So remember, the world of Other is small, right? And a party when you traveled here, you probably didn't encounter any resistance because you don't need armor or weapons to travel on the roads. But if you travel out of here and start asking questions, it's only a rumor mill. They cannot track the scroll. And Misa would know that. They can't magically track the scroll in any way unless they know you very specifically have it. So for right now, it's more of a you could be in danger later warning
I'll be right back.
instead of a you are in danger the moment you step out of the woods warning. You see what I
I
mean?
was wondering, for the sake of safety, to keep this scroll out of harm's way, if we could like loosely transcribe a copy of the scroll onto some benign paper or whatever.
Just some other scrolls. Yeah, she would definitely. She has ink for sale, lots of it, and quills.
But I don't know. I don't know if it would like. Is this a good idea? You know, I'm not asking. I'm just pitching this out into the open.
I
That-
have
that-
another idea based on what you said. What if instead of transcribing this scroll onto another piece of paper, what if we bring the scholar who can translate it into the hidden wood? That way,
We need to
this
bring him something to show, because like if we go to this scholar and then just tell him like, hey man, we've got this angelic scroll that we need you to translate, and you know, like we need to take you into this creepy wooded area that's known to like just disappear people. Yeah, he's definitely gonna go for that, man.
well, we just need to pay him.
Valid point.
He
Not
can
only
make
does it,
them.
No.
Okay,
not
what if-
not
what
only
if
does
we
it
only
dis
transcribe part of it so that it's enough to catch his interest and get him to believe, okay, maybe they do have something here.
not only do people disappear into that woods, but brand new humans pop out of it every now and then. Fully grown. Nobody knows how.
So I still think we need to bring something, maybe not the whole thing.
Oh, and 3 months ago there was a demonic tree trying to murder people in the woods.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, true.
you nearly forgot about that.
But so can Misa like copy? Misa can copy it over to another piece of paper.
Misa can't. You could. Scrolls aren't on the list, blank scrolls, because she would have an infinite amount of those. But ink and quill are. She has 3 quills that she's willing to get rid of and 8 ink, and it wouldn't even cost you an ink to do it. You would just have to have an ink.
But like, so there's nothing special. It's just like a normal piece of paper that has some symbols
Roll-
on it.
Roll your knowledge, and only you get to do it because you asked the question. Let's see what you get.
Alright. Because I feel like it would be like some weird magical thing.
Well, let's see.
That's a 5.
That's not bad. You examining it, I would say from your military training and from being taught like code breaking and magical coding and stuff like that, you would assume yes, there probably is a magical code where to get a proper and full translation, they would physically have to see the scroll. But if you wanted to make a duplicate of, say, the top of it and showed that to them, you believe it would be enough for them to be like, yeah, that's definitely angelic script. And maybe you could convince someone to come back to the woods with you. And that would probably be a safer method.
So what's
Alright,
What's the
well,
chances of him copying it 100% correctly?
They don't need to copy it 100% correctly. You just have to get enough that they can tell it's angelic script and maybe translate a word or two. I would say that there would be a what?
I'm gonna opt to just do this,
You're gonna try to do it.
We'll do.
So-
and I don't know, like
So buy
I
an
wanna
ink and
copy
quill.
I only want to copy about half.
Buy an ink and quill, and I would say that the script is religious enough that you would probably want somebody of a religious, not necessarily a religious nature because she's a Phoenix cleric, but of a studied nature to make the copy, someone who has studied holy law.
I'm an
So
anti crafting god. Does that count?
Yes, that actually would count. That would also give you a bonus, so you'd have less 1 plus 1d8 or 1d6 if you wanted to copy it too. And Miss McGrew would also have less 1 plus 1d6, and her knowledge is 2d6 to begin with. So she could probably, I mean, I wouldn't even have her roll. If she did it, it's probably going to be a good copy. So let me evaluate the plan. You're going to ask Misa to hold on to the scroll. You're going to leave with a partial copy of the scroll in an attempt to bring back a scholar that can translate it.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, it's a good idea. I didn't think of it. So
I wondered if you hadn't thought of that. I really
no,
did. I
I
said
hadn't, but it's a great idea. It's clever. So you will have to buy an ink is 1 copper, a quill is 2.
I'm already looking at that. I'm gonna cover the cost, and Elania is gonna do.
So
the-
because it was your idea, add to your inventory, McGrew, copy of scroll.
Oh, okay.
And it's just I'm just gonna say because you have someone who would have intensively studied religious texts and angelic texts, even if she can't read them, she would have studied the translations of them. It's gonna be a good copy.
Well, does she even need? Did you say she needed to roll for this?
No, she's gonna be rolling 3d6. It's the odds of
she's gonna fail, right?
yeah. If she rolled Snake Eyes plus another 1, then I'd say oh it's a bad copy. But the odds of that are just so low. Plus, like I said, it doesn't really matter how good the copy is as long as you can use it to get someone's attention. There'll be rolls on that later, but for now, it's just a good copy.
For me to try to roll it and botch it and still just like take it to the scholars. So like that's
Yeah.
still
No,
far
I'm
better.
gonna say it's a good copy because you are a very scholarly group. Like you have someone who studied shadow magic, you have someone who studied holy magic, you have someone who studied arcane magic, you have somebody trained by the quote unquote government, you have an actual demon with you.
And you have a blacksmith.
Well, yeah, and he's also studied of holy magic too. It's just a different god or a specific god, actually.
Back to the traveler's kit. Is that 1 gold for 5 of those?
No, it's 1 gold for 1, and there's 5 available.
Oh, okay.
There's enough that everyone can have 1.
Right.
Just not everyone can have a plus scraps. So
Does my crow have to eat?
your crow doesn't have to eat, but it would like to eat. So get a plus scraps. So just copy paste anything you want to buy into your character sheet and reduce your money and that's it. That's the session for today. I'm gonna write up what you're gonna do. You're gonna try to get someone's attention to get that scroll read. That is a very clever idea. I like that. And get your equipment. Mars, you're gonna want to buy some soft leather armor and just copy paste into your inventory and I'll take a look at your sheet later. And she's gonna tell you that you should all be armed, you should all be defended, and she's also going to give you a spiel about while in other it's not natural for people to want to go adventuring because it's dangerous and most people don't carry armaments. It's a good idea for you guys to do so because if you could find some lost equipment in an adventuring kind of deal, that could help you. So she's going to tell you that exploring old ruins would be a good idea. Getting off the road from time to time could be a good idea. Stuff like that. So definitely get equipped.
Am I
I have a
Assuming I'm
question.
gonna have to have a quiver.
Yes, you have to have a quiver of bolts. It's just a quiver. It'll just hold bolts.
I have a question.
Yes.
Does anyone else want Undying Flame?
I was thinking about it.
As long as your party has it, that's a good thing to take.
Yeah, but like,
You're gonna use it on the
If
crab
you want
again.
to take it, go for it, man. I'm trying to save gold, which is why I was thinking about it, not just like.
yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
I
You're
made
gonna
that
give it to
5
fucking
gold.
Meatball, aren't you?
yes, because the character dreamt that,
know-
which means he
you know,
already
wait.
has the freaking idea.
That's true.
Does Meatball still know how to do that?
Nope.
No, but
Me-
I can train him. I have
Yeah, I mean,
succeeded once in the dream. It will be worth.
So
Meatball.
McGrew, by the way, the scrolls and stuff are at the top of the list. And
yeah, I know. I
the
was
spell
going
book.
to ask you, like, are we leaving off at a point where I could take some time to sit here and do this? Because I have a lot to go through.
You have all week to do it, man. Like I said,
Okay.
just make if you where
Do I
where
need a spellbook belt?
yes, you do need a spellbook belt. You're an
Do I have
admin.
my own grimoire?
No, Yes, you can start with a
But,
grimoire if you want. You don't have to buy a
just making
grimoire.
sure. Yeah, I'm just making
Can
sure.
you edit? Can you edit my posts?
No,
I might be able to.
no, you
No,
can't.
only you can.
Even as an
Not edit.
admin?
You cannot edit anyone's posts.
That would,
other
yeah,
than
no,
your
that
own.
would be really messed up if a person could edit someone's post and make it look like they said something bad.
I guess, but if it said
Even
who
as an
did it,
owner.
yeah, okay. 'Cause well, it doesn't matter. You're the only one that's going to be taking spells. So yeah, just everybody get what you need. If it's something that's limited, make sure you post below, like exactly what Crazy just did, what you bought. So like the Undying Flame is no longer available. There are extra meals available. There's things like lanterns. There's a basic cooking kit, a whittling knife, which is used for fletching. There's torches.
I'm
There's
sure we're gonna hit another town, so some of this I'm not too worried about, but like the spells
but
and stuff I want to grab
ev-
now.
every item in this list is severely discounted.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh dear. Okay.
Like I'm talking some of the items cost less than 10% of what they would normally cost.
Wow. Okay.
That's the
Good.
point of the list. This is her stock. She's only taking the small amounts of money because it helps the village.
Yeah.
Like normally, even the Undying Flame, that's 25%, or it's 75% off. A Raveler's kit, then medium
Yeah,
pocket one.
Travelers, Kidlers.
So if you guys want to find a way to almost buy out the whole list, that would be fine. Just keep in mind that big things like armors and things will take up a lot of pack space. But like there's torches available, there's quills and inks, which if you, once you find silver, you could make magic ink, Magru. There's rope, there's empty silver vials. Don't forget that. You need it to collect silver.
That's what I'm talking about. I looked at that and I'm buying one of those.
There's
Wait,
pouches available.
Where's the empty silver vials? I want one.
Yeah, there's 8 of them available. They cost 1 copper because it's just a little glass tube. There's charge gyms if someone wants to take an extra charge gym in the hope of learning how to like oh, and that's something else you'll do. It should be on the list.
Wait.
What's a small socket for weapon?
Right, that's what I was looking for. She will take a weapon and put a socket on it, which will allow you to add 1d6 elemental damage with charge gems.
Oh.
And she will also, I don't know if it's on the list, I might have forgot it. She has scrolls of charging, so you can charge your own gems.
Before I take it, does anybody else want the iron dagger? Because I already have my bow.
I'm good, but
No.
yeah, my wife's gonna be good on that too because she's just gonna run stabs.
I'm good. I'm
Okay.
just gonna take the short sword proficiency that I can learn and just go with that.
Okay. I believe,
Mars.
did I put, oh yeah, I put 1 iron dagger, a couple of old daggers. Yeah, Mars, what about you? What's your starting weapon going to be?
My mark weapon.
Oh, right. Duh. Okay, and just grab a pair of armor then. And make sure you grab a traveler's kit so you have food and stuff. And then anything else you want. If someone wants to go into cooking later, she has a basic cooking kit. It's 1 gold. Oil lanterns are always useful. They're better than torches. She has
Are you gonna be
pouches.
Wow, Malice, or are you getting ready to go?
No, I'm fine. She's going to have to go.
I'm gonna be right back. I have to go take care of
How
something.
many? I can't find sockets. Crazy. How many did I say that you guys can get? There it is. Oh, she has 2 available, 1 for water and 1 for lightning.
Oh, lightning sounds nice.
So those would be good. You can't socket your weapon, Mars. She can't. She can't modify marks. That's well beyond anyone.
No, Malice. Do these? Are these still my background proficiencies? But Daklet and Malatar's just the background name.
Yes, they're not on your sheet yet, but I will add them in.
All right, cool.
I
don't
totally forgot about your religious background idea because we didn't talk
Yeah.
about it since 2-3 weeks ago. But I'll get with you on this week sometime, and we will add it in and get you your hammer as well.
Yeah,
I
awesome.
assume if I don't grab armor, I'm naked.
No, you have cloth clothing. Everybody's wearing cloth clothing, cloth armor.
Except me, I'm wearing freaking half plate because I have that.
Yeah.
Uh,
There's also better shoes.
Yes, I bought one of those. One of the better shoes. So what is gauntlet if intent?
Gauntlets of Intent? Did I put if?
Right.
The Gauntlets of
What
Intent
is-
allows you to cast magic without holding a weapon.
Oh. The Gru might want that.
He has a staff.
We'll have. Yeah, but doesn't he need to hold that to cast magic?
Well, yeah, but he would always be holding it. That's what he holds to cast magic. You have to wear the gauntlet to cast magic too, and you can't wear the gauntlet at the same time you hold a weapon. So he would have to choose between one or the other to equip at the start of battle and then use a turn to switch. So it makes sense for us just to hold his staff and cast magic
I see,
through
I
it.
see.
It's just in case you do want to be an unarmed class and cast magic, like a barbarian or something.
I see. I thought it was more like just like a gauntlet glove thing that you could still hold things.
No,
in
it still
your
equips.
hands.
It still equips to the main hand.
All right. I thought it was like a
It's in case you want to be unarmed and cast magic.
All right.
There's only one more pair of soft leather up for grabs, and I would give it to you marked.
When you look at the armors, for example, old soft leather armor, it gives 2 defense and +1 damage reduction.
Yep.
Yeah.
So is that I do less damage, or is it that if it
No, damage reduction is a stat that you have that reduces all incoming damage.
Do you still calculate that the same way you did last time?
Yep, it's 1 for each dice plus your bonus in defense plus whatever your armor gives.
Awesome. Also, if I'm reading this correctly, I'm still gonna have a nice amount of freaking armor.
Oh, babe,
Yeah.
Yeah.
take a hidden pocket because you took all small weapons and both of them will fit in a hidden pocket. And then if you're searched, they can't find what's in a hidden pocket unless they're really good at inspections.
In pocket.
It's
small?
towards the bottom. Yep, there's only a small available. They have 2 of them available. Definitely you want one
Okay.
Okay.
because you're the only class that's going to be able to fit all of their. Like you could literally have both of your pieces of equipment in it. And it sews into your soft leather. I'll make the adjustments on your sheet later.
So 5 copper.
10 copper if you're buying both.
No, you can only get one.
Oh.
Because if you have too many hidden pockets, they kind of don't become hidden anymore. Oh, what's all this extra weight on your armor? I don't know. Funny that.
I'm just fat. It's heavy.
Yeah.
She's just not removing the ×1 from the list, but that's fine. Just
Alright.
assume she took one of it.
Alright.
Because she also took a bolt quiver and not a Something to keep in mind is you can't reattach your own bolt heads, even with fletching. Though if Crazy takes fletching, he could do it because he's got a blacksmith background. But fletching is at higher level anyway, so you guys won't be replacing your arrows. So if I was you, I would take a second old dagger, just so you have a secondary offhand in case you run out of bolts.
Oh,
So I actually, that's not a pair. That is 1 dagger.
Yes, you have a iron dagger and a crossbow that you can put in your offhand because it's a hand crossbow. So I would just take one of the old daggers because nobody else is taking daggers. And then you guys have to talk amongst yourself if you guys want to take these sockets. There's one for water, one for lightning. Mars is the only one that can't take one.
I don't
And-
think I want to take either because I'm gonna make new weapons at some point.
Yeah, and the
hopefully.
socket can't be
They're a bit
moved.
sort-
You can't. Eventually, you will be able to learn to add sockets into weapons.
Yeah, but then I can just add my own
Right.
at that point.
And there's 3 sizes of sockets as well.
Oh, so everyone can charge small shotguns? Oh.
Anyone can charge gems. Yeah, because it's basically you have to have a scroll of conduit, and it's basically just a meditative technique.
Where's the pockets at?
Oh,
Oh,
I'm,
I see them.
Yeah,
You
one
could
water.
add that to your iron dagger if you wanted.
I'm
I'm
actually.
actually thinking my bow.
Yeah, you can socket bows. It's really fucking OP because it gives it to every arrow shot from that bow.
I
I
want.
want the lightning element.
Okay, but wait for McGrew to come back just in case Miss McGrew wants one or McGrew wants one because there is only 2 available because they're too OP to give everybody something. But he already does lightning damage and what?
That
That would be OP on a ranged weapon.
Yeah, they're really good on a ranged weapon. And I think you're the only one that's going to have a ranged weapon, so it actually would be a good idea for you to have one. No, Crazy has a ranged weapon as well, but he already said he doesn't want one because he's going to be doing his own
I
equipment.
can't use my ranged weapon.
You didn't take short bow proficiency?
Nope.
Okay.
I have only used 2 perk points so far though, so.
Just keep in mind that whatever perk points you have at the end of this session, you have to wait for level up to continue spending.
Yeah, but I'm gonna think about what I wanna if I want to do the last thing. Like I assume I can do it until like.
Yeah, until the start of next session, then they'll be locked in, I guess is actually a better way to put it.
I
I
assume
assume I can't give my
pro.
pro
Uh,
lightning.
No, daemons don't fight. They can only help you scout. And I'll write up a sheet for it soon. I have to do Crazy Meatball's sheet as well. Is there anything else in here that's any good? There's a new short bow if someone wants to upgrade their bow. Oh, there's iron arrows. Iron bolts. Don't forget you have to buy some bolts because your quiver, it doesn't hold bolts.
Um,
They're 3 copper a pop. And they only have 8 of them available.
so it's
so
all.
it's only 1 per 3 copper.
Yep. Bolts are expensive. I think they actually normally cost 15 copper or something like that.
Jesus.
Wait, should I also?
Yeah.
No.
You should buy all 8 bolts because there's only 1 bolt quiver available too, and you already bought that. By the way, you can edit your post. You don't want an arrow quiver. You want a bolt quiver.
Oh,
Oh yeah, because it's a crossbow.
Yes.
Oh.
You will meet
I
people
have-
along the way that can rehead your bolts. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I have an old quiver. It doesn't
Yep.
specify if it's for arrows.
It's an arrow quiver because you hold arrows.
Yeah, that's what I was guessing. I was just gonna confirm.
Yep.
So 8
The
times
the
3.
the good thing about a hand crossbow is it's one-handed. You can hold it in your half hand and still hold your dagger.
I think I'm still gonna have like 5d6 plus something in defense. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, you're still gonna be the tank.
So I'm getting 8 bolts.
Yep.
I'm gonna need you to actually like organize this later because
Just as long as it's in Discord, just update your Discord thingy and I'll figure it out and put it on your sheet so I can see it.
well, my sheet looks crazy right now.
Just put it under your inventory.
I can learn shield bash when I get to level 3.
Oh, well, there it is. That's where I put it then.
Yeah.
Someone
Awesome.
needs to get the basic cooking kit, I feel like.
Does anyone want to learn to cook? We can buy it, but unless someone's gonna learn to cook.
I mean, there's 5 of you. Someone's bound to learn to cook.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Each
I mean-
traveler's kit can only hold 1 crafting kit.
Alright, I'll do it.
Yeah, then mine is already consumed. So, what does a medium pocket hold?
Medium-sized
Yeah.
items. Like there's an exact amount of medium-sized items it holds, but I'm not going to worry about that until we start carrying too much shit.
Right. But like, what are some examples of medium stuff?
So a medium pocket holds 10 small items worth of stuff. A small pocket or small items worth of stuff is 10 small items. So like quills and inks are very small, so they wouldn't even count. But like a lantern is a small item, so a medium pocket could hold 10 lanterns. Or an undying flame is a medium item or a small item, so a medium pocket could hold 10 of those. A cooking kit is a medium item, so it would take up all of one medium pocket. And a large pocket can hold 10 medium items worth of stuff. So a large pocket could hold 10 cooking kits. And a large pocket is basically the size of a backpack because your traveler's kits are basically backpacks and they have one large pocket plus room for one kit.
All right. I think I'm gonna buy one medium pouch then as well, and
Okay.
add that to my traveler's kit.
Yeah, I believe your traveler's kit can hold 2 medium pouches, so it can hold one more. I'd have to check the item guide to be sure.
If it can't, I'm gonna ask for a refund later. But for now, we'll just assume it can.
I'll just check the item guide, but yeah.
Oh, all right. 2 pockets. Is that
Traveler's kit can have 5 small pockets, 2 medium pockets, but no large pockets. And they can have
Is
Is
the
the iron buckler a sword?
no, a buckler is a shield.
Oh.
They can also have 1 small and 1 medium hidden pocket.
the backpack can have a hidden pocket?
Yes, it can. But if your backpack gets confiscated, then your hidden pocket gets confiscated. And if you'd be like, oh, I need to keep my backpack, that's going to be a roll. Why do you need to keep your backpack to go to the Yule Ball? Doesn't make sense. But it can have a hidden pocket. The hidden pocket on a backpack is just harder to convince them to let you keep because it can be taken away. Whereas if it's just on your clothes or your armor, like they're not going to strip you unless you're going into somewhere really secure. Then that would be a thing. Babe, you can edit one list. If you mouse over your list and there's a ... on the side, you can edit message.
You can also, if you're typing on computer, you can press in the type bar and then press the up arrow key, and it'll take you to your last message.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, it's very useful for quick edits and stuff.
That's cool.
I am like
My gremlin brain just read scroll of gust. Scroll is of gush.
nice.
That's Gus.
I'm gonna take a lantern and all the lantern oil.
Good call. It's only 3 of them. You can share it out. Each lantern oil has 3 uses, by the way. So that's 15 uses of lantern oil.
I feel like that's a good idea to just have.
Yeah, it is. Because I think lantern oil is normally like a gold, so it's a good discount.
A gold? Jeez.
Well, yeah, because it's 3 uses. So that's 3 uses of a lantern. And the lanterns don't. Basically, 1 use of a lantern oil will last an hour. 1 use of a torch will last an hour. When you light the torch, it's consumed and gone. If you won't use the lantern, if you turn it off after 10 minutes, you didn't use a full hour.
Is it
Is
worth
it worth having the undying flame and the lanterns?
Yes, because the undying flame is going on my crab, and you cannot convince me otherwise.
Yeah.
I
would be disappointed if it didn't.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to.
But the undying flame is a permanent lantern light source, but he can share out his lantern later, like someone else can take it and use it while he holds up a crab with the light source attached to it.
I never thought about that. Yeah, I could just hold up my crab as a light.
It's just a good idea for somebody to have lantern oil. It's just useful.
I just picture a little crab with its little fist up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, He's holding his fist up in the air and waving it like they do on Rock.
Oh, there's also
They're
6
tigers.
healing potions available, by the way.
Ooh, those are 2 gold. I don't have enough money to buy. I've used a lot of my money on buying stuff already.
That's all right. That's all right. Someone else can buy them.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I sell my old shoes to this lady?
Nope.
She doesn't want
I
my old
kidnapped
shoes.
the lady.
What?
No.
Can I kidnap the lady?
No.
Why is that always the first thing you think about when you?
She wants to
interact
have
with
a
someone?
goblin army. That is like her goal. Her ultimate goal is to have like an army of goblin minions that do her bidding.
Oh god, my ultimate goal is to just craft my own freaking full plate. It's such good quality that I just become unkillable by any physical attacks.
I want to run a winery.
That's a good idea. Think. There's a whole farming sector up top.
Ever since we started the tutorial, I've thought about like raising enough money to buy a plot of land and like maybe have some farm animals, and a vineyard and start an alcohol business.
That's a good idea. You make some money doing that. Okay, Magru, there is 2 sockets available for weapons. There's a water socket and a lightning socket. Kim wants the lightning socket. Do you or Miss Magru want to discuss the lightning socket or want the water socket?
Well, lightning is definitely my preferred element. So.
But your weapon already does lightning damage.
Oh well, then I'm good. You can have it, but like.
But does Miss Magru want to add like water damage to her, whatever her starting weapon is going to be?
Probably,
Oh no, she's
yeah.
she's taking a staff, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, her staff will already have magic element to it. I just have to ask her what she wants.
Oh well, then never mind. Yeah.
She's gonna have a staff exactly like yours, but because she's not arcane, she only gets 2 elemental choices.
Oh, okay.
So add the lightning socket.
Yep. So add lightning socket to your weapon, and if someone else wants to take the water element socket, they can. It has to be added to. It can't be added to a staff because it doesn't make sense. Staffs always have elemental damage added.
But so does the staff she's also selling have elemental damage?
Yes, the staff she's selling will have elemental damage based on your character.
So can't just Drew buy that old staff for a copper and get another with 3 elemental damage types?
Yeah.
It has 4, doesn't it?
Yours has 4 because you made it yourself, but yes, you could have a second staff with 3. Bear in mind, staffs are large equipment, so it would take up a lot of bag space, but you could technically do it.
No, that's exactly why I wouldn't want to do that, because it'd be another huge thing for me to carry around.
But isn't 3 on a staff like super rare and super expensive? So couldn't you just go to the first town and sell it for like a lot of gold?
But it's still an old staff, so it's worth like 3 or 4 gold. It's not worth a lot.
They're not gonna buy it for that much anyway. Like
if you probably buy it for more than a copper.
You sell high and buy low.
No, but what he's saying is if you bought it for 1 copper, you would then be able to sell it for 3 gold if you found a buyer. Or whatever it's worth.
Yeah, I'll buy it.
You just have to carry it with you until you get somewhere to sell it.
I mean, I can help him carry it.
No, that's fine. If I thought he was just trying to convince me to take 2 weapons.
No, he's saying that it's worth money. Like, and that's the thing is,
I haven't had a chance to look at anything like that.
That's the thing is, all of this equipment would sell for more than you're buying it for now. Now, Missa would probably get You could if you want, but you're gonna have a hell of a time carrying it all. I will tell you that daggers, short swords, short bows, light crossbows, and mini crossbows are all medium-sized items. Swords and staffs are large. Chain is a large item if you're not wearing it. Hard and soft leathers are medium items if you're not wearing them. Shoes are all medium items no matter what, unless you're wearing them. Bucklers are all medium items. The iron buckler, the old round shield is a large item because it's a round shield. So you're going to be bogged down if you buy everything, but you could strategically buy some of the more valuable stuff and then resell it later.
Yeah. Sell a crap ton of dried meals.
Yeah, that's because you all only start with 3 each. That's only 3 days worth.
Yeah, I feel like that's something someone needs to get.
Buying a pair of those fine shoes, by the way.
Fine shoes? Okay,
Yeah.
right? That's good.
There
There's
should
still
be
one.
at
There's
least
still one
more for
available.
somebody.
You might want to upgrade your shoes to at least some common shoes, babe. It gives you a +5 agility. Because I'm pretty sure you all started with old shoes, right?
Yeah, I think so. Now, Malice, would how much would one be able to sell old chainmail armor for?
Check the item guide. It's in there.
Ah, right, I forgot.
And usually you get about half of its cost, unless you're good at bartering or somewhere where they like you.
This one does not include old stuff.
What does it include?
It includes.
Oh, I might not have updated. Let me update it real quick because
Oh,
the item list has changed a lot.
Wait, is there still a pair of fine shoes left?
I think there is one pair of fine shoes left.
Does anybody else want them?
No, sounds like you should take them. Okay, the item guide. Let me find where this needs to go. I'm gonna end the stream here. That was pretty good, and we will get everything sorted out for everyone, and then we